Greetings people from Bears Blend, my name is Ronald and welcome back to another whiskey review. Today I have on my table a blended whiskey from Johnnie Walker, and in my opinion one of the best whiskeys I've ever had. I have here the Johnnie Walker Green Label, 15 years old. Yeah, it's a blend. Well, what is a blend? Well, a blend is a mixture of different single malts. In this case, let's see, we have Talisker, Linkwood, Cragganmore and Kuala. So it's a peated whiskey. Yeah, indeed. But the ppm level is not that high. It's around 30-35 in this whiskey. And if you have, for instance, like a Lagavulin, it's a lot higher, 40 to 50 ppm. Well, what does ppm mean? Well, you can go in all the technical stuff, but it's basically a measurement to point out how peated a whiskey is. 40 to 50 ppm is really quite peaty. Above 50 ppm, it's really peaty. Below 40, around 40, it's average. I would say this is a very good peat level they have in this. Of course, it's a blend, so you don't have all the characteristics that you will get from a single malt, for instance, oakiness, that stuff. But this is a really good one. It sells for around 30-35. In the Netherlands, you can actually get it below 30 now, because Johnnie Walker is widely available here, and yeah, often it's in discount. But I got it for like 27 or something. I really like it, especially for the price. It's such a good whiskey. It's 15 years old, so every single malt in this whiskey has to be at least 15 years old. And 15 years for around 30 yeah, euro, dollars, pounds is not that much actually. So yeah, I would suggest definitely get it. Definitely get it. You won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching. No. We are of course going to take a closer look at this whiskey. But first, let's talk about Johnnie Walker and yeah, what Johnnie Walker does. Well, Johnnie Walker is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, whiskey making business in the entire world. Johnnie Walker does not make single malts. I would like to see a single malt from Johnnie Walker, but Johnnie Walker only makes blends. Well, I explained what a blend is, but the thing with Johnnie Walker is that, yeah, the quality of the blends, and that's, yeah, with every blend, actually, the quality stays reasonably equal. I do not know exactly when this blend came on the market. I would guess around 2012, so let's say 5 years. If you get a bottle from the first batch, it may taste better because it is the first batch. And with the first batch of, well, everything that goes on the market, it's always the best. If we're talking about whiskey, electronics, doesn't matter. First batch, first wave is always the best. But let's say then the second wave. The quality of this wave, I don't know which wave it is, but it's really close, if not like perfectly close to the second or even first wave. Why is that? Well, because you have all these different whiskies inside this blend, the quality stays reasonably equal. If you only have a single malt, then you're depending on cask, you're depending on barley, on malts, on all the different ingredients. And of course, you have all those single malts, so you would say, well, if one single malt isn't that good, then the whiskey isn't that good either. But it's a mix, so different tastes, flavors, smells hide between the flavors and tastes from a different single malt in blends. So the quality of blends are, yeah, mostly equal across, yeah, every wave and every year that is on the market. There has been an old green label, and I have been told that one is less speedy. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried that, but I would certainly suggest to get it for the price. It's just take it. It's awesome. The only thing that I wish they would have done differently is a different bottle. This is the same bottle they use in the Gold Label Reserve. I am gonna review that, by the way, soon. But Yeah, I also have the double black on my shelf. So I will try that soon. I have tried it already, but not on camera, and I can say this is better. Double black goes mid-20s, I would say. So yeah, this one also has a cork. Double black does not have it. Double black is good, but this one is better. I would say the taste and the smell of this whiskey is perfect. Johnnie Walker could not have done a better job. But I really also like the box art. It has some kind of wood texture on it. Really cool. By the way, let's talk a bit about the channel. I have been away for some time. I only uploaded the Johnnie Walker Platinum label review, what was it, 2 weeks ago or something. I am planning on making at least 2 videos a week. I am aiming for 1 whiskey review per week, but my budget is limited. I love collecting whiskey, but I am not rich, and whiskey is the most expensive liquor you can find on the shelf of your local liquor store. So yeah, I'm also a fan of some beers and some other drinks, so I am planning on doing those as well. But I'm also interested in some sodas or some energy drinks even. If you would like that, then maybe leave it down below in the comments or leave a thumbs up on this video. I have some Monster Energy in the fridge. I actually really like it. I'm not that fan of energy, but those ones I really like. And from a friend, I've heard, well, it doesn't take like energy, blur, blur, blur. It tastes like soda, but I think it's really, really good. Even my mother likes it. So yeah, if you would like to see that video, then please leave it down below. I also would like to taste just some normal drinks, like for instance iced tea, or I don't know, maybe some other liqueurs, maybe wine even. I'm not that kind of a wine drinker. Maybe some cocktails even, maybe some cocktail tutorials. Tipsy bartenders, tipsy my friends. No, but just leave down below what you would like to see on this channel, as long as it's fluid related. Let's say that. This whiskey is at 43% ABV. I think it's perfect. Let's see if I agree with that at the end of this video. But first, let's read what's on the back of the box. Johnnie Walker Green Label, blended malt Scotch whiskey. These single malts represent the key components of Johnnie Walker Green Label. Talisker, blah blah blah, gives the power. Wood smoke, pepper oak, and rich fruit resonate from this malt, courtesy of Skye's only distillery. Skye is an island in Scotland. Yeah, I don't know exactly where it is. I think west side. Don't know for sure. Talisker introduces a power and character that explodes on a palate. Yeah, that's true. Linkwood. I never heard of Linkwood before. A distinctive Speyside malt whiskey that provides Green Label with a whole garden of fruit and flower scent and cedarwood finish. That's actually quite funny. I didn't read this before I got a bottle. I only just got it. But yeah, I noticed that it was that it could have some Speyside character. You can actually really taste that, and that's actually funny that a Speyside whiskey is in it. Cragganmore, responsible for Green Label's exceptional malty taste and hints of sweet wood, smoke, and sandalwood. Cragganmore is a sweet and fragrant Speyside whiskey. I am thinking about getting a Cragganmore, maybe a 10-year-old. I think that would be a really good year for a Cragganmore. You can of course get some older Cragganmores, but yeah, as the younger the whiskey, the more intensiveness it has, and how older the whiskey, how much oakiness and bitterness it has. If they used European oak, of course, but that's the standard most of the time. Col Isla. This special malt, Isla's best kept secret, provides notes of rich fruit with drying sea salt and peat smoke, contributing to the national intensiveness of Green Label. Not really sure if I noticed that. I have Lagavulin that's like the leading Isla whiskey. It has a lot of that sea characteristics in it, and I don't notice it in this one. But yeah, that's saying not really that cool Isla isn't in it, and that you can't taste it. But you don't forget that it's a blend. Some tastes might be hidden. If you add water to it, you may experience something different. But yeah, that's the thing with blends. If you're trained, then you can, yeah, provide the tastes better and look for the things you know. But yeah, if you're not a really experienced drinker, I would not consider myself an experienced whiskey drinker. It is starting to get better. I am starting to notice more smells, senses, tastes, that kind of stuff in the whiskeys. But yeah, I wouldn't say I am a master as of sorts. But I really like the books. Yeah. Well, let's take a look at the bottle. Well, the bottle is the same as the Gold Label Reserve. I wish they would have done a different one. Yeah. Also, by the way, Johnnie Walker released a new whiskey recently. Another 18-year-old is on the market. I am really interested in trying that one and to compare it to the Platinum label. But I also have my eyes on the new Double X from Glenfiddich. So yeah, those whiskeys aren't cheap, but yeah, who knows? If you, by the way, have a whiskey or a liquor or a spirit at home, and you would like to maybe send me a sample of it, that would be really nice. Yeah, I have an email down below in the description. Contact me and we will work something out. But yeah, there's nothing really special. It has some kind of logo on the top, the label. Thick glass bottom. It is quality glass. It is a quality bottle. That's always nice to see, of course. But yeah, I would have liked to see a different one, just for the speciality. Yeah. But yeah, I would say let's pour ourselves a glass and let's see how it tastes, smells, and feels, and everything. Nice. Really strong cork. Really fruity cork. The cork reminds me of Jura, or the Juras Maras of Jura. Really fruity and not much smoke, if any smoke. No. I wouldn't say there's smoke on the cork, but really pleasant cork. I like it. Oh, a little bit too much. Easy going there, Tiger. There we go. It has coloring to it, and of course it is chill filtered. No big surprise. Well, chill filtration, I don't know, because it's a blend, and I don't know if those 4 single malts on the back are chill filtered. It says here. Mit Farbstoff coloring for the not German-speaking people under us. Doesn't say it's chill filtered, so I don't know. I mean, it could be that when Johnnie Walker put those whiskies together, they chill filtered it, but I don't really care about chill filtration in a blend. Yeah. You aren't getting the full single malt experience from a blend either way, if it's chill filtered or not, so yeah. But it has a nice color to it, but yeah, it's colored, so it doesn't really matter. But it doesn't look like piss, so yeah. Really nice smell, fruity, a little bit smoky. I wouldn't say this is really smoky. It is smoky on maybe the same level as Platinum label. I would say this has around mid-30s ppm, and Platinum label mid 20s, low 30s, somewhere around 27, 28 ppm. Has platinum label, I think, and this has around 33, 35 ppm. That's what I'm going with. Fruitiness, vanilla, yeah, I like it. But I can't really smell or sense the C that what was it? Kraganmore? No. Kalila? No. Yeah, Kalila. Drying sea salt and peat smoke. Maybe there is that hint of salt. There is no actual salt in whiskeys because it's distilled and stuff, so it's not salty whatsoever. But the smell and the sensation of salt, that can be in some of the whiskeys. There is more to this whiskey than meets the nose in the beginning when you first smell it. I am a little bit with a stuffy nose at the moment, so it reminds me of my Jura's Turismara whiskey, which is also island whiskey, but it's not peated. And it reminds me a little bit of the Balvenie Doublewood. It has a little bit of that honey sensation to it, I guess. Maybe a little bit, smoky, peaty characters, but in the nose, I wouldn't say it is that island smoky. Yeah, now you can really sense the smokiness and the peatiness. It is quite intense for 43%, I must say. Didn't expect it. But you really get this nice woody sensation if you've swallowed the whiskey. It's really good. It's really balanced, and that's what I like about it. You can get down into it with all the different identities of all the different flavors and smells and tastes. But it's also really nice to enjoy while you're doing something else. It's not a demanding whiskey. And some of my more expensive whiskeys, and even Lagavulin, which is quite expensive actually, if you look at it from a poor people perspective, but it's around 40, 50. But that's a lot more demanding. This one can be quite easily to drink. It's a nice sipping whiskey. In your mouth you get a little bit of those dried fruits, and indeed a little bit of a salty sensation. Now I think about it, it's not salt, but it has a little bit of that salty sensation. I don't want to like go to the fridge and get water or something, but it's demanding for more. You want to drink more of it. Yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna waste the rest of the whiskey I have, but yeah, it's a little bit of a shame that I poured that much into it. But let's talk about my rating for this one. I have thought about it yesterday and this morning, and I think I'm gonna give it. I'm not working with 0.2s or 0.3, 0.5s. I'm working with whole or half figures. So I think I am gonna say a 9.5. Why? Because the price is that good. I honestly don't know why Johnnie Walker doesn't ask 45 to 50 for it. It's that good, and I would pay it because it's really good. But The thing that I don't like about it is the bottle. I feel like they should have gone with a different bottle. I would have loved to see a round bottle because, well, they have this. Um, excuse me. They have this wood texture on it that's circular, and well, if the bottle also was circular, then it would have given me a better experience. But yeah, I almost have every single whiskey from Johnnie Walker, and well, the Gold Label Reserve and this one are the same bottle. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful bottle, but it's not unique. If you don't own like 20 whiskeys or even Gold Label Reserve from Johnnie Walker, you're not gonna notice it. But I have them side by side, and I think, yeah, well, they could have done a better job. But it's a beautiful bottle nonetheless, so that's why I'm only giving it a half point. Yeah, I'm taking half point away because, yeah, in my opinion, the bottle is not that unique. And for a 10, it must be perfect. But the taste, the smell, everything that normal people actually care about in a whiskey is perfect. For the price, definitely get it. I would say get 2 to 3 bottles. Just put them away somewhere where it's not too warm. I would say below room temperature, in a dark spot, straight up. Just leave it in the box. You're good for years to come. And I would say that when there is a really big discount, that I can get them for maybe 20 to 25 euros a piece, that I would get at least 2 more of them, because I really like it. It's really good. It's perfect in my opinion. I have said before that I am not that judging on the whiskeys, that I say, well, I really like it, then it's perfect in my opinion. Yeah, it is, but those ones are expensive. The Churras Mara is expensive. Platinum Label is expensive. All those whiskeys that I have reviewed in the past are really expensive, and the cheaper ones lack some in some departments. This one is just perfect in every single way, except for the bottle, of course. But yeah, I'm not going to buy it because of that. It's really good. The whiskey is just perfect. And yeah, I would say if you have the funds and you have tried it and you like it, definitely get 2 of them, maybe 3. Just store them. You're good for 10, 20 years. Yeah, not a single problem whatsoever. I really like it. The thing that I also found a little bit cheap is the label. On my other Johnnie Walkers, it's textured. The text is printed on it. It has texture to it. And this one is just a label, a green label. But yeah, I would say a good one, lads. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope that my English isn't too bad. I haven't spoken English for quite a while now. The last time that I spoke this much English was when I was making my last review, and that was about 2 months ago now. So forgive me, please. But yeah, I am trying to make a lot of reviews in one sitting. So yeah, I think I'm gonna review another whiskey and then maybe a beer or something else. But I hope you guys like this review. If so, please leave it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you guys or girls even within a couple days with another video. So take care. Bye bye.